Hello, hey, hi, it's me, Mr. Delo G, and today we're going to talk about the power of perspective, what I've learned from it, and not only what I've learned from it, but for you, how you can use it to help whatever situation you're in. And then we're also not going to talk about that, but the steps. So this should be a good, I don't know if it's going to be a part one or part two, but whatever it is, let's get it, the power of perspective and how to use it for your life. Perspective is how you look at things. I also think perspective is just not how you look at things, but your decision to how you look at things. I think your perspective starts off one way. You see something one way because maybe you're told to look at it one way, or that's just how you learn to look at it one way. But then once you learn more and you gain experience and then you bring your own viewpoint about it, you learn to look at it in a different way if you so decide to. On January 13th, Monday, January 13th, 5 days before my birthday, I got hit by a motorcycle. That morning, I woke up with no money in my business account and very little bit of money in my personal account. I had gotten an email from Capital One telling me that, and it was like, it had fired me up because that whole week I was dealing with money issues. And even though I was in a client spot doing work for them and they had given me half the payment, I was still behind on bills and stuff. So I was really just not doing good with money. I was broke the morning I got hit. Not only that, I didn't have insurance. Another story for another time, but I couldn't renew my free insurance and I just didn't take it seriously. So I had no insurance when I got hit. I'm also self-employed. So when they told me 4 to 6 weeks for my recovery, it didn't compute. Like I was automatically thinking like, how could I work with a fractured ankle? Like I can't afford 4 to 6 weeks. I can't afford 1 week of not working. Like not only that, I also don't not like working. I like what I do. I love what I do. I want to work. I want to be active. So that was another killer for me. Not only was the 4 to 6 weeks time that I couldn't work, I had no money to live off of. So like I can't work and I have no money already. And I have no money saved up. This is how I use the power of perspective to really kick me into like high gear and a level of thinking that I was required everything I had every day. I knew and I believed in the fact that nothing happens for a reason. Not only that, but when I called my parents just to let them know what was going on, they automatically were saying like, okay, everything happens for a reason. Like, this is how you need to think. And I was like, yes, I know. Because this situation was so crazy. It's like, how else could I possibly think? If I had stayed on the side of being depressive about, I have no money, I'm in the hospital, I can't work. If I kept thinking in that fashion, I would have gotten nowhere. I would have not be making this video. Like, I don't know where I would have been. And I don't even want to say like I wouldn't have made it out because even my perspective now wants me to think in a positive way. I just knew something good was going to come out of this. I know I couldn't see it and I didn't know where it was going to come from. I didn't know what shape or form, but like my mindset was like tapping into my faith and was like, all right, God, like this don't make no type of sense. How is this, what's up? What you going to show me? And that right there is the power of perspective. It's, I don't know, what is it today? The 24th? So it's a little bit over a month since I got put in my cast. And that month has been the best month that I've had in I don't know how long. Like it was such a depressive month, a month of growing, a month of strength, a month of clarity. And I realized like if I had not gotten hit by that car, I probably would still be struggling. I probably wouldn't have learned, I wouldn't have learned anything that I've learned over this month. That month, this time off forced me to be inside and forced me to sit. Like I can't go anywhere, or I couldn't go anywhere without great pain. So I was forced to be in my room. I don't have a window in here. It's not the greatest place to be forced to stay inside. My friends don't live close to me. People are busy. This forced me into a solitude that I was not expecting or I had never dealt with, and I was like, wow. But in the end, it was worth it. Now I'm so clear on what it is I'm here for. I'm so clear on what my purpose is. I'm so clear on how I can do it and how I can grow and what I need to grow. And I would have never gotten that clarity. I would have never gotten that viewpoint. I would have never gotten that perspective if I had not decided to look at the situation in a way that could help me. If I had looked at it in a depressive way, I would be in bed every day, not getting up, not talking to anybody. Suicide would definitely, like, can you think of any way that somebody would get out of that? I just want to give a shout out to my sponsors, my parents. If you have good parents, yo, and if you live with your parents or you get any type of support from your parents, go and thank them. Go treat them to dinner. Go do something special for them, because like that's another thing. I don't know how I would have made it without my parents. Luckily, they're so conscious, so smart, so business savvy, so hardworking that they're able to help me out. Not only were they willing to, but they were able to help me out. And I thank God I was able to ask for help. Because I don't like asking for help. I like to do things my own. I like to figure it out. But this one was too big. This required for me to step into a place that I don't like to be in. And not only is it a decision that you have to make, but you have to move in that fashion. You can't just have a perspective, at least I haven't tried it, but I don't see it working. You can't have a perspective of, yeah, this is great, I'm gonna learn everything from this, like this is gonna be the best moment of my life, and then still sit down in bed and have your body display depressiveness, you know? You can't wish for heights and then move and do low actions. For me, I was getting up every day and going to work on what it is that I believe in. I've been getting up every day and working on my music, my lyrics, my confidence, my clarity, everything. Everything. That perspective and that decision to move and follow that perspective and make that perspective my reality put me in such a better place. You can't just sit there and think positive. It's not enough to think positive. You got to move positive. Make your actions match more than your thought process, and everything is going to line up and work out.